One of the nation's and the world's oldest business is under attack again. The federal government is on the offensive against pornography. Attorney General Edwin Meese announced today that he's setting up an obscenity task force, and on the task force will be a half-dozen lawyers from the Justice Department. A national center will be organized for the battle against pornography. At least one lawyer in the 93 U.S. attorneys' offices around the country will be assigned to pornography cases. Meese said that child pornography and illegal obscenity will be the focus of the attack.
In July of this year, current federal laws are being violated, and thus I am committed to redoubling the federal effort to ensure that those criminal elements who are trafficking in obscenity are pursued with a vengeance and prosecuted to the hilt.
The Attorney General said he'll steer clear of magazines such as Playboy, which are protected under free speech laws.
In focus tonight, Marvin Scott visits the front lines, Times Square, where part of the Attorney General's war will be fought.
People shouldn't be watching these dirty, disgusting things.
Maybe.
I don't think it's my place to tell other people what to do.
What else? Say people in it.
It may be the same type of people who frequent these establishments of sex, but there appear to be far less of them. From all indications, the hardcore pornography business is softening. Amidst the explicit marquees and gaudy lights of New York's 42nd Street, the sex industry slump has plainly taken hold. Massage parlors and topless bars have all but disappeared in recent years, and the number of sex shops and adult movie houses has dropped. Nationally, an estimated 300 to 400 adult theaters remain open. That's down from about 1,200 a few years ago. While this proprietor of a 42nd Street storefront sex shop suggested business was okay, others readily admitted things were not so great.
You have seen us in the last couple of months.
A further decline could cost hundreds of jobs in the Times Square area, including this exotic dancer who gets fired up over efforts to close the sex emporium.
It's inside, it's not outside. If people want to do whatever they want behind their own doors, I feel like it's all right.
Some sex therapists attribute the fall-off in business to a reduced need for commercialized fantasies.
They have given themselves more permission to have their own fantasies. I think the fantasies that are portrayed in porno films are a very restricted part of what people want from a sexual and personal relationship. That's the major change I see.
With erotica under siege, magazines as well have suffered. The circulations of Playboy, Penthouse, Gallery, and We have plummeted. Under pressure, 17,000 stores nationally, including the 7-Eleven chain, have stopped carrying sex magazines. While legal challenges and political pressure are partly to blame for the porn industry's plight, attorney Harold Farringer, who has represented many sexual establishments, sees some other reasons.
The public has just had so much of it that they have become satiated. Number two, I believe the quality productions in other areas have taken the audience away from the so-called sleaze shops. And last but not least, you can't, overlook the fact that society is becoming much more open now, less repressed, and I think there's less need for sexual stimulation.
While adult movie theaters are not stimulating audiences as they once did, neither is the home video market for X-rated tapes. Sales are flat.
It's changed considerably, whereas years ago maybe 75% of the industry involved porn. Today, let's say only about 20 or 25% is porn.
While Times Square is not typical of the United States, the apparent slump in the pornography business is a reflection of what is happening nationally. Some feel it's because of the anti-porno pressure. Others believe it's because of the way society now treats sexuality much more frankly and openly. Some psychologists suggest people are simply losing their appetite for the fruit that is no longer forbidden. For the Independent News, this is Marvin Scott in New York.